my shit.
Please kill yourself.
You're not listening. What are you retarded? Yeah, well, shit.
You should really kill yourself.
Oh my god, we got a dumbass rock here.
Please kill yourself.
No. Kill, Roy, kill.
You should really kill yourself.
Kill Roy Smith.
People still don't get tired of that fucking video, I'm telling you.
Nope, neither do I.
Welcome to the weekend edition of the Situation Room. As we all know, it's the open house. Normally, we just let it rip and have a good time. Tonight, we probably got a little, actually have things to focus on. As you can tell from the name of the show, the false start. As in, they started the event and fuck the event. So, we didn't actually have a show. Well, we did. Well, we kind of had a show. What? It lasted an hour, 2 hours of us sitting on the round.
Yeah, 2 hours of is it going to happen? Is it not? Is it going to happen? Is it not?
I'll be honest. If you know, to be truthful, I wish they just right from the start after the first fucking thing and just said, nope, it's not going to happen. Let's just wait. Instead of stopping.
They were just believing that the world was going to turn right. That's all.
Yeah, they're so full of shit too. So, Doc, I'm glad to see you. People are glad to see you. I know you're not feeling 100%, but I do appreciate you popping your head in here.
Well, if I don't pop my head in every once in a while, the usual shit happens. If rumors start about me that I've disappeared and I've disowned everybody, you know,
you've been dead. I've heard that one.
Look, if you think I'm dead or you think that you want to start some shit with me personally, and I'll take your fucking head clean off your shoulders. There, said it, done, dusted. Get on with the show.
Hey guys.
Shit! There goes the neighborhood.
Okay, let me introduce the panel before the shit goes really south on us. We got the Devious Dog. Well, that's what we should name you. Just Devious Dog. I'm telling you, it works so much better than just Devious. Now, we got Hydra. We got the Champ. Don't forget, Champ for president. Votes will be coming up soon. We got Grumpy Dispatcher. Who the fuck? Oh, we got Sandman. That's right. I told him he was going to be on the show. He had to be. That was the end of the discussion. Then we got the Doctor, the immortal Dr. Phil. If I say it wrong, he lectures me, so I gotta make sure I'm clarified.
Well, if you say it wrong, I lecture you. If you say it right, it pisses off everyone else, so it's win-win for me.
And of course, we got the big mouth, me, Roy Boy. Now, I know for a fact some people are really upset with me because I didn't decide to do the show on Friday. Here's the thing. I have a life. I had a job. Well, I actually had to work. I took Thursday off to do the show. Friday, I can't do the show. It happened. The way it works. So, the fact is, I couldn't do the show to kill my shit on Thursday or on Friday. I tried to do it on Thursday. That fell on Kickside. My shit's dead. I'm not coining it because my event's been done. I'm just going to let it heal on its own. But yes, I killed about fucking everything. Sorry, you guys missed it. So we're going to talk about this event, though. We're going to enjoy the panel. But first, I want to give somebody a big pat on the back. Because for the longest goddamn time, we've heard him scream, bitch, piss, moan, kick, curse about Kickside in this game. It's still played every day. But he finally broke down and got a computer, and he's in his glory now. Congratulations, Champ, for coming and playing the game the way it's supposed to be played.
Congrats, Champ.
No, I'm not writing an apology to Kickside.
I love it. Who was the one? Was it Cobra that said you had to write an apology?
Yeah.
I would love to proofread that before you send it. It's okay.
Well, kudos to you, Champ, for pulling the trigger on that.
Yeah.
It's so much more playable with better internet. It's unbelievable.
All that RAM really helps, don't it?
The good thing is if you send in a ticket and they send you back a stock answer, you can say, this computer's so damn new, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh no, it will happen. It will happen. Have you cleared your cookies? Have you cleared your cache? I had the computer 3 fucking days. It doesn't have a cache yet.
I just got the damn thing 3 seconds ago. No.
They'll still tell you got to clear it.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the store buying it right now. Clear your cache. Fuck you.
There's a fake ticket floating around. It was sent to me. I thought it was pretty funny. It was really fucking truthful. Somebody cut and pasted it, and every other word was, "We don't give a fuck. Take your fucking problems to somebody else." The whole 9 yards. It was fucking hilarious. It was probably the most truthful customer service ticket I've ever seen, even though it was fake.
Definitely fake. Definitely fake.
It was definitely fake, but it was definitely fucking hilarious. Because the truth is, it was probably the closest to a real ticket I've ever seen.
Where everybody loves a parody.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, I think every single one of us has run through it at least one time. So I'm going to ask the panel what you guys think of it and how much damage you took on average all the way through. We're going to start not with Devious, just because I like to twist things up. We're going to start with Champ.
I thought first 2 run-throughs, you know, I like the event styles because you got all 3 heroes and you got the factions, each faction choice. Damage I was taking on average, like the upper tier bases, is maybe an hour and a half. But I was kind of bum rushing them, like my first way through. So I took more damage than necessary. But difficulty-wise, it was a little bit challenging. I want to say bases 10 through 12 on the main track. And the plane base was a little bit tricky, especially with the Sentinels. I didn't pass it, so I didn't end up just spending the XP on it. I tried it one time. I was like, screw it, I'm going to just spend the XP. Prizes were good.
No.
Prizes were good. XP's payout. Yeah. I know a lot of people aren't happy with the Raptor tokens being that expensive.
1 million XP.
When those Raptor, well, I think they first came out as last chance in the event, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did. The last event was last chance.
Yeah, and then did they put them in a gear store for a little bit?
I don't remember, but if they did, that means more people probably had them. So I would say no.
So ever since the Raptor tokens, along with the Hellstorm tokens, came out, I was anticipating that they're going to come out, you know, later down the line in the raid bases. You know, I wish, you know, that's what I think. I think that's why Storm Chaser rumor he didn't want to put them in the event store. I think that's might be the reason why. I'm just speculating though. I don't know anything.
From what I understand from the Discord screenshots I've received, he didn't want to put them in the gear store or the event.
Yeah.
He didn't want.
No, I think the reason why he didn't want them is because later down the road, that I'm guessing here, they want to put them in the raid base.
I'm
They either want to put them in the raid base or they want to make them. What's the word I can say this without making it sound like a dick move? But they want to make money out of it, and that's what Raptors are. What do you do when you use a Raptor? They're a couple of coins a piece. You coin it, you do and throw them back out. You do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're PvP 2 only, so it makes it cheap. It's cheap cannon fodder, and that's where the money is made. You guaranteed you'll find it somewhere in the future where you'll pay for it, quite literally in this case.
I think they're trying to keep it from out of everybody's hands, keep it reasonable, because they are some people's opinions they're overpowered. I think considering the bases nowadays, I think they're just about right. I don't think they need any tech like that, but who knows? All right, let's go on to Devious. What do you think of the event so far, and have you made a run through?
Well, yeah, I made a complete run through. I really liked it. So I was quite surprised that the faction track was if you had your units together, it was a lot easier than a lot of people made it sound. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there making videos nowadays. So you had a lot to look at, and I decided that I would do things differently. And so I started out with Corpus, and I don't know who, it'd be interesting to see what the majority of people started out with. But anyway, I started out with Corpus, and a lot of people were using Hades and whatnot. And I ended up using escorts to take Sasha down. So, but I think the event is, I mean, once it got rolling, they gave us that new start date. And when the event started, I haven't seen any problems, haven't heard of any problems. Everything's been smooth.
There is one problem, and that's the last base. Literally, it takes almost 40 seconds to a minute before it recognizes it's over.
Yeah, it did that. It did that with me too. And matter of fact, when I was going through it and that happened, I told you that I just killed it, but for some reason it hasn't ended. And you said, "Oh, wait about 30 seconds," and you were right. You were right.
Well, the problem is there's some people that push that the end is so close that 30 seconds times them out, pushes them on the end of it where they ran out of time. Like I believe Irish Psycho had that problem. I think a number of times where they just didn't complete it in time. Well, he completed it, but it just didn't register in time.
But if you got your escorts up to at least level 15 by now. They're quite helpful throughout the event. And I noticed that early on, if you made any mistakes, they were quite painful. But the later stages in the event, it was kind of the opposite. So, I mean, it was a little more forgiving. So it just depends on, I guess, who you are and what your experiences are from there. But other than that, I give it a thumbs up.
Okay. Let's go to Hydra.
Well, I haven't done a full run through yet, but what I've seen so far with it, it's decent, challenging, makes you think.
Some people's not strong points. Grumpy, what about you?
Like him, I haven't done a full run through at all. I'm still taking my time with it.
Okay, taking your time. Sandman, what about you?
I have not gone through yet either. I have not been on the game that much. I've been at my mom's taking care of her, but I still get thumbs up. It's pretty good.
Okay. Dr. Phil, have you done your first base yet?
That's a stupid question.
I thought it was funny. Sorry. Hulk Smash, you.
And the answer is fucking no.
I never do a run through. I always leave the last two bases, the last bases. So I don't go for the trophy, and there's no point doing it and then having a load of fucking repair time, which doesn't really apply to me, so I just fucking cut my shit. But I'll always go to the point where I get the restart token, so I can just constantly just restart and restart it.
Okay. So how many times have you used the restart tokens now?
Well, it probably would have been off 3 times today, but due to the fact that some twat rang in fucking work sick and I had to cover once. Work life. I went through 3 times. I did all 3 factions just to prove a point that I could do it. Did it. Yes, I have repairs, more repairs, because every time I restarted, I was like, okay, I'm going to take my time this time.
That never happens.
And exactly, Doc. I cannot do the pick it apart, take your time, end attack 100 times. I just start fucking bum rushing shit. So I got a lot of damage. Normally I would coin it, but I'm only coining the things I need to help people right now. There's no reason for me to coin everything. There's just no reason for it. So, no people getting extra gold out of me, basically.
I seen that our killer queen was doing quite well in the event.
Yeah, I believe she was way up there earlier.
She was in the top 5 at one point.
She's still number 5, I think.
I'll check the board right now. Let's see. I'm on
I think
here.
the highest I've seen her so far is number 2.
She's number 5 right now with, God bless me, this number is fucking high. 12 million X fucking P, almost 13 million. Congratulations, Queen.
She's far from done. Far from done.
She says she's
What
done.
the hell is she doing?
She just
I
hammered
don't
shit.
know. She's going for the Raptor tokens, and like she says, it's $1 million a pop. So,
And it's quite a bit. I think 35 million was needed.
I
That's a lot.
think
Yeah.
she
$1
needs 30.
million apiece. Jesus Christ.
I stopped on day 1, so I'm probably not even the top 200 anymore. But I'm done. I got everything. I got the Arctic paint. I mean, I got all the paints, the trophy, all the heroes. I already had the tokens. I mean, there's nothing for me to keep grinding on. So
Speaking of, that trophy is beefy, man. It hides some stuff. That's nice.
I
one.
was about to give it. I'm gonna screen share it in 1 second here. Let me just put it out where people can see it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a cool trophy. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm gonna put it out there for you can see it next to an avalanche, for you guys get an idea of what size we're talking here.
Mike's 5 jail deep in 63. What the hell did you do, Mike?
Who are you pissing on?
Right on, dude. We're on, man. Oh yeah.
Did you do an event in an enemy sector and end up like 5 or 6 deep at one time?
I think I may have one once or twice.
All right, so there's the trophy, ladies and gentlemen, next to an avalanche to give you a size rep thing.
Nice.
It is a really nice trophy, and a lot of people are like, oh, you can't hide nothing behind it. I disagree. You fucking can hide everything behind that bitch.
Dang,
Okay.
nice.
That's why Mike's jail deep. He's hitting people.
Yeah. Oh, he's hitting AAF. Okay, so yeah, he's having a good old time. Whether I don't know what side we'd be on. I'd definitely be on the other side of that, but that's just my personal thing. That's not the politics of the show. Besides, I like it. You know, right about now, I would love them just something to do. We do have a couple enemies in sector that's jailed here. All right, so what else should we talk? What else is there? Yeah, the trophy's nice though, guys. The trophy's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Really should, if you don't have it, maybe this is one of those ones you want to get. They really did good work on this one.
It does look nice. If they could get the game to run on the event day, that'd be sweet.
Now, here's another thing I wanted to show. Oh, goddamn heartburn. The new platforms. I forgot to want to show that too. So there's the new platforms.
They give you an extra, what is it, 3 million armor? Am I right on that? Something like that?
From the insulated, it's almost double. It's 8. Let me bring it up for you.
Well, right now I have armored. So armored has like 5.1 million armor.
There is no armored on heavy.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's heavy.
Yeah.
There's floater. There's insulated, and the reinforced.
It's reinforced platforms.
Yeah, it's a reinforced platform. As you can see.
Okay, yeah, heavy platform. My bad. Okay, whatever.
If you go to this one, you're talking. It's 2,600,000, 700, something like that. If you go from floaters, it's over double.
Mm-hmm.
If you go insulated, it's just under double. That's a lot of health on the new platforms.
It's a difference of looks like 2 million. Math.
A lot of health. I'm very impressed with them.
It increases from a heavy to 2,700,000. If my math is right. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Let's take a look. 2,700,000. That's a lot of health, Doc. Don't you think?
It is.
Increase right there, big boy. Woo! So I still wish they'd come out with an armored one. Just my opinion.
Well, yeah, I like the idea
That's
of
what the
it.
reinforced one is. That's an armored platform.
Yeah.
I like that it blocks splash damage. Anything behind it will not be affected. So it's a big deal. 8 million if that's the beginning of revamping their defensive, then we got a lot of good things to look forward to. Then.
Very true. According to Irish, it's all Devious' fault. What the hell did you do now, Devious?
I usually break something. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So
Well done.
what do you guys all think of the new platforms? Devious, let's start with you. What do you think of them?
I love it. As soon as I got my my gift from Kixeye, I had already earned enough to buy them, so I bought them, changed them over, sat and looked at them for a few minutes, and then went to town. So yeah, it's a very good improvement. Very good improvement. Like I said, if it's a tell on the things to come, then we got something to look forward to, and that's new. So
Okay. Let's go to what the hell, Hydra. Hydra, unmute your ass.
He does it every time. Numbnuts, wake up. Yeah, skip it.
Champ, what do you think of the new platforms?
Well, I haven't equipped mine yet. I've still got an hour and 40 minutes on my worker, so I'm going to wait for him to finish up, and then I'll equip them. But right now, as for what I think of them, I have to see them in action, but an extra 2,700,000 in health, it ain't going to hurt.
Definitely not going to
Especially when we got raptors flying over your base constantly.
Yeah, that really should slow down that raptor spamming. You have to spam more raptors in there if you want to use the raptor spam.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
That's it'll be an improvement.
Okay, Grumpy, what do you think?
Oh, me likey. It looks very good. I'll be looking forward to getting them and upgrading my platforms.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Sandman, what about you?
I like the way the design looks. I got one on the base. It's not maxed out yet, but I'm working on it.
Working on it. It's always good. Always good. Let's go to Hulk Smash.
First thing I unlocked, and immediately just changed them over. And I like them a lot better. It's got a lot more fucking health in it.
Yeah, they definitely got some health to them, I'll tell you. Woof.
Yeah.
Serious health on those things. They really do. As you saw, I already got mine in there. I'm very looking forward to testing them out, playing with them a little bit. Yes, I said playing with them. Get your minds out of the gutter. I know
in your own time, Roy. In your own time.
Roy's used to playing with himself, so
no, I saw that.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Shit, I need to get on defensive mode on this show, I swear. So right now everybody's pretty happy. I'm really pretty happy with the prizes in there. Does everybody else feel like they really did offer quite a bit in those in the event prize store?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't take a look at the whole store, but I heard it looks like they were offering quite a bit, for players that don't have some of the toys and stuff. So that was good of them.
From what I saw, they're offering a lot of stuff in there. Of course, I can't really get a look at my prize list because I have so much of it. But I was looking at a couple other people's, and holy crap, there's a lot in there. From Weaver Tech to so on and so Sunder Tech. Audra Tech. You just go down the list, and it gets longer and longer. So I'm very impressed.
So they ought to touch up on that. It's for players that are willing to coin. Getting that boost is it's well worth it. The 50% boost. It's a little pricey, but you're getting 50% of your XP, so you're gonna pretty much double the toys you're gonna be able to get.
Absolutely, Champ. Champ's hit it right on the head. That is something that everybody should be looking into.
Well, no, I'm not saying everybody, because not everybody coins is willing to spend that kind of money.
Everybody. everybody. I mean, they should at least look into some kind of boost, even if it's the 10% boost.
Yeah.
It's still helpful. I mean,
Yeah, and if you're in a clan, you got your 10% boost from the raids. You know, and every little bit helps.
Yes, that's true. That's
yes,
very true.
Very, very true.
If you struggle at all with the event, this one here may be a little bit difficult at times, and that extra that you get from that will definitely make up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so somebody brought up something, and I haven't done it yet just for this reason. It is the quality of life survey.
Yeah, I was going to screen share that, but I've already taken it, and it won't bring it back up. So you're somebody that I was going to ask, somebody that hasn't taken it.
Bring it
I found the question very interesting.
I'm bringing it up.
Bring it up. Put it on the screen share. Let me see it.
Oh God, Phil, I should have you fill it out for me.
Uh-oh. Be prepared.
Coming for your ass already.
Be very scared.
Where the hell did it go?
Or send me the link to it, and we'll do it live.
Don't have to do that part. Just go down so you can read these questions. Now, the way this works is right here. There's six answers. You rate them from 1 to 6. Each one gets a number, so a number has to go in each one.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna let Phil fill this out. I'm gonna send him the link.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we'll
but
do
it was
a consensus.
But it's the questions. It's the questions I wanted you to read. So
it's in the Hangout side chat. Well, let Phil do it. I don't mind. And besides that, it gives me a second to get a drink because I evidently forgot to grab mine out of the kitchen.
Boom.
All right, Phil, let it rip.
Okay, user ID is irrelevant. Okay, rank the top issues that affect you most in War Commander, with 1 being the issue that affects you the most. So we have responsiveness in battle from 1 to 6. We have flash crashes. Well, we're going to give that a 1 because everyone gets that. Red box errors. I don't generally see those as often as I used to do. So a 3. Load times. Let's give that a 1 because it sucks.
now you bump down flash crashes. See how it works now.
What?
There going to be only one.
That's a bit bullshit. I'd like to.
There can only be one.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's do that one. That one. There's too fucking much of it, so I'm debating on a 1 or a 6 for that one.
Load time. Can we go? We need to bring that down to 1.
What, do you want to go 1 or?
I think load time sucks because half the time we crash in between it.
Okay, 1 it is. Content availability, too fucking much. That depends on a 4 or a 5 there. God damn it, that one's gone moved again. The UI is fine, so that can have the last number. So I'm going to move that down and move that one down.
All right,
move
so you
that
rank
one down and move that one down, and there we go.
All right, so load time, splash crashes, responsiveness, red box errors, UI flow, and content availability. Now, you don't have to hit OK. You can just scroll down.
Yeah.
Rank what you think. Oh, crap, let's try that again. Rank what you find most rewarding in War Commander, with 1 being the most rewarding. Well, that's obvious. Everyone says the only point why they still play is they play with friends and a clan, so that has to be the most rewarding thing in War Commander.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
3-star in the base. 3-star in the base.
3-star in the base. Successfully defending the base from the attacker.
Yeah.
That one has to go there. And then the other 2 speak for themselves because nobody cares about completing the event. It's
All
just
right.
My favorite
section.
Rank what content you would like to see more of in War Commander, with 1 being top priority.
Don't you ever put new units as top priority.
I think that was last place for me. That was 8. Yeah, that was 8 for me.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. That'll be 6 then.
That's a 5.
That was like a 2 or 3 for me. More
Two
levels.
checks for existing units. I wouldn't
That-
say that's
1 or 2.
particularly good, so that's going to go 4, and Hero's going to have 3.
Additional PvP action. That's a 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
And new game modes is number 2 then. And we're done. Is that it?
That's
That
it.
is it. So what did you think of that?
That's the shittiest fucking survey I've seen in my entire life. I mean,
Well,
I
for
said
Kidseye, they were very interesting questions because it just gives you a little insight of, that something is boiling to the top.
I'm gonna put this out right. That, to be perfectly honest, they should have more than that. Like actually asking questions rather than having you list something out like you're some sort of inane child. That required no thought, no answers, no questions, no consequences, no give, no take. List all the things you like and don't like in order of numbers so we can have the monkeys look through it in 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's all that says to me right now. There's nothing there of any consequence whatsoever
Well, you
to
know,
say,
here's the
well,
consequence,
this is
no, because
this
if the
bad.
farmers fill this out, we'll have
This
more.
is-
We'll have new units, new unique units, more defensive units. If the farmers fill this out, because they never have enough to farm.
oh no, they never have enough to farm, and yet when they've farmed it all, they've got nothing to farm, so they complain that they've got nothing to farm, but they complain about the amount of shit they've got to do because they farmed it all and can't decide on an upgrade path.
You know, if they would take, you know, and then I got nothing to do, so I guess I'll go get some swords. Like, no, take your ass to a war sector. Use the game like it's supposed to be. Jesus. Well, I don't PvP. Well, then what the fuck are you doing here?
I understand that PvP isn't for everyone, but it's an integral part of the game. It's built into the game, and you can't just write it off. It has to be played. Everyone on this panel does PvP on a regular basis. With the exception of me, but that's beside the point, so fuck off before
Well,
somebody
you do
gets...
personal battles. You battle yourself all the time.
That is true.
So, let's say. All right. So, now that you filled that out, Phil, what do you think of the mighty survey of the future?
If this is going to be the continuous surveys of Kickside, they should stick a bullet in it before it goes anywhere. Because there's nothing there. There really isn't. All they're going to do is they'll stockpile this into a fucking database and see what the average is for all of the options.
Pretty much like all the polls on any of their posts in the forums, right?
And then
So-
nothing will get done.
Well, it depends. If all the farmers, if there's more farmers than PvPers, we know which way this is going to go.
How can you? First of all, how can you think? Okay, we'll start at the bottom and work our way back up, because this is the point. So, additional PvP activities. What is there PvP wise? There's Warpath and there's general PvP. That's it.
No, because they are taught. There was a rumor that they want to bring the Depot Wars back.
If they can do it.
They gotta matter. They gotta matter. The depots gotta matter. We used to be able to hide units in them. Now you can't do none of that stuff. Now they're just a block on the map.
Who
They
wants?
are just a block on a map, and I've been pushing for them to pull them for years, and they just won't.
And on top of it, everybody knows, including Kickside, has admitted, the more depots you have, the more lag you will have. They admitted it. They've said it several times. So, in my mind, the Depot Wars is long dead. If somebody wants a fucking depot, they can have it. Wait, I don't have it, so fuck them.
Well, my feeling has always been that if it's on the map, it should be relevant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this isn't. Depots are not relevant, and to be perfectly honest, they should be removed. If
I
they
agree.
want the system, they're going to have to do some serious digging to get it done. And because the way the game is, I doubt it ever happening.
Well, the only thing a depot is good for right now is starting to fight in the sector. You took my depot.
Yeah.
I
Forward
started
base
the war
works,
by
bro.
posting coordinates next to a depot.
But the forward op base, that op works really well, and it's quite useful at times.
Knockin' Fox brought up the kick side, and there's extreme wisdom. They want to add a PvP track to the monthly event. Well, what the hell? I gotta hit 10 of my clanmates and event's done? I mean, fuck, that's not a fucking PvP event.
Yeah, well, already if you hit somebody with the same tag that you got, then you don't get anything from it. So there's a little bit more work to do.
No, it's devious. I gotta finish my my PvP track. Can you empty your base real quick and let me hit you, and I'll do the same. We get knock both out. Oh wait, you had the same tag drop for 5 minutes. Kickside, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Moving on.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Jumps would be open during the event, is what Knucking says.
No,
that is very scary.
That's a bad idea.
That's a horrible fucking idea. I can hear the farmers right now. Please don't do that. We get all our bases stolen.
Can you imagine finishing by what? You're done by Saturday morning. Oh look, guys, we're all finished. Let's go smash somebody.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We got to get this Irish psycho a mic. God damn it.
Champ, what were you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were going to chime in.
No, that was me. If they opened the jumps, I'd have a fucking field day.
Oh, we all would. Yes, but we're not farmers.
Exactly. You're not farmers. There is a reason why jumps are locked.
All those people that have to grind would be fucked. Because I'd wait to see somebody go to do their base right before the defensive wave. I'd find their base in the base too, and then sit there and laugh as I can't do nothing for 6 fucking hours now because of you. I'm not.
Yeah, I can see where that could interfere with the leaderboard during the events. You know.
Oh yeah.
See somebody doing well, and somebody goes to them and interferes a bit.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's right.
That's it. Tell me how many out there would sit there watching a base, watching him do the base right before a defensive wave, and just as he finishes that base, hit the guy's base, wipe his whole fucking base tune out, and then sit there and laugh. Yeah, would you do something like that?
I'd do it.
I don't know. The base defense waves are so easy. You don't need a tune in there. I'd probably, if I was in it in a second, I probably wouldn't even have tunes in my base in the first place.
Irish Psycho's like, I do it. We know you.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't make it right. Just because we would do it doesn't make it right. Because
it doesn't make it wrong either.
True, it doesn't make it wrong either, but it doesn't make it right to have PvP while an event is going on. How many guys have you got still running through the event now?
Oh, if I told my guys, let's everybody knock each other. Let's get I would get my event done on day one, and I'd help as many as I could, and we'd just knock it out. We probably could have majority through right away, but they don't learn nothing that way. So this is an event. It to me is a learning time. It gives them time to learn what their units can and cannot do.
And that's why jumps should remain closed.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's sort of like a monthly break in between all the PvP that TVP players do. You know, it's like a little break in the action, kind of thing.
Instead of getting bored by the usual people jumping in and running their mouths off, we could get bored by the event. That's all.
Well, it is a good change. Plus, with all the new units that come out, when are they going to get to learn those new units if they have to defend themselves or fight 24/7? Now, I disagree with open and jump during the event, just because. And on top of the up and coming players would get so frustrated because they would get just their asses beat all the time.
I still think after somebody jumps, they should be locked down for 24 hours.
Oh, that in my mind would be awesome. That would be awesome.
I mean, back in the Waywend times, when if you jumped, you were there for a week.
Yep.
And unless you were coining your ass out of there. And that's where the real wars were started. There was none of this jump in there, sit there for a few hours, smashing people, and then jump out. You were there for the week unless you were going to coin your way out. And you fought to the fucking nines every goddamn day.
Yeah. But that's also when a lot of other hacking went on too, which sucked because there's a couple times I jumped in and the first base I went to hit had 20 or 30 it was like 30 turrets inside his base. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? So yeah, but I could see a 7-day war being, if they wanted, see Kickside wanted to do a 3-day lockdown for PvP for 3 days. That would be pretty cool. 3-day war. I love that. You jump one time, you're locked in for 3 days. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I don't exactly see how that kind of an event would be mixed successfully without a lot of backlash.
It wouldn't be done successfully. There is no way in hell it could be done successfully.
No, all they would do is Kickside. All you get is a lot of bitch fest as it is. So no, it's not possible to get done. They get bitched about enough as it is. What they need to do is they need to stop fucking with PvP. Let us play the fucking game. Got rid of the pink bubble. That was good. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think PvP is about where it needs to be. Yeah, there's a couple things. I don't like that they did the 3-star change where if somebody 3-starred them, you can't 3-star them right immediately after. I hate fighting from it, watching people fight from a dead base. Yes, there's a couple tricks behind it. Number one, if you got somebody on a train, give them 30 seconds in between hit. You'll take maximum out instead of people just sitting there with the A key. We did a couple tests during this event how to make it really worthwhile. It's about 30 seconds to a minute in between hits. You'll take the maximum amount of XP you can without letting them all the way heal. Learned that. There's a few other things that PvP could really wish they would stop fucking with. But one of them is, basically if they stop worrying about the 69 and like Champ said 100,000 times, just leave it alone, let it be, and let us play this damn game. I think people will be a lot happier again.
Yeah, I think they would. I honestly think they would. And I mean, I put ideas out there all the time, and some of them are better than others, and some of them are just because fuck Kickside. Because I know full well they're good ideas and they have monetary value, but Kickside never take the good shit on board because it's too much fucking work.
Socrates want to bring up a good point. He got all his gold back from his boosts because he talked to CM Bernie. CM Bernie took care of that. I'm glad he got it worked out for you. I did not get mine worked out because I can't even send a fucking ticket.
Yeah, I know there were still a couple of people at the lower levels that didn't actually start the event that on Thursday because everybody was having issues or whatnot, and they didn't get their XP. So I thought that everyone was getting the XP. I didn't know it was only selected.
I don't know how they worked it out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I knew how they did it. I know they give that 400,000 out. I do gotta admit, CM Bernie was when the game was going up, going down. He was in there taking fucking heat, like he was on the firing line, and people were firing bullets at him, and he was doing the best he could. I mean, he was even answering my questions, which of course he doesn't know it's me, but he was in there and he was really taking and going at it. I really appreciate it. I gotta admit that, I gotta admit when they do right, and I gotta admit when they do wrong. Right now, with all the stuff that went down with the event, he really did take a beating, but he did take his beating. He took the lumps and stayed in there, and he didn't disappear, which I was expecting him to do. But then again, they also had Kickside Chris in there, Storm Chaser.
Yeah, they pulled out the stoppers.
They pulled out everybody. Yes, not everyone.
That says nothing to me more than damage control, to be honest.
Oh yeah, the damage control team was definitely on it. The event in general, though, and I mean, now they got it running. It's running pretty smooth. Do not try to PvP right now, though. We've been doing some PvP in Insector, and the disconnects are high.
Yep.
Disconnects are high.
Out of Sync Air, I think, is the one that I was getting the most.
I think I got that 4 times this week alone. But it's only when I'm PvPing, not when I'm PvEing.
Right.
So I don't know what that's about. I hope they get it fixed by the end of this event. If they don't, we're definitely going to be screwed after the event because we're going to have 6 days left of PvP season, whatever we're in. 6 days. And we all know what that's like in the last 6 days. Hit, be hit again. It's going to get it's about to all hell about to break loose. So
That's right. Be on your A game.
that's it. Got to be on your A game.
So do we really want to finish going up through this? Because I can see where it's not really going anywhere.
What are we talking about going up?
We started at the bottom and we were reading the
keep
ranking
going,
the content.
Keep
Well,
going.
yeah, we got to PvP and new game modes, and that was it.
All right, let's go to the next one now. Let's go to the next one.
Units. Well, I can several live into one option. So units, defensive, uniques, and hero. You don't need any more. People are still fucking doing shit with the shit they've already got.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean, you've got Shadow Ops coming out with a new unit every 3 months.
Uh-huh.
You've got a new unit every month. You've got a new hero every month, give or take. And then you get 3 every few months. So it's what? 6, 7 heroes a year, 4 Shadow Ops, 12 extra units, plus whatever they're going to bring out on top of that.
Well, I like the idea of new tech for existing heroes. I like they came up with the insulated gear. No, was it insulated gear for Skipjack or whatever? And then there was also the hard to kill, just last chance for Romero tech. You know, that's awesome that you get some different type of tech. I think the new one for Romero at max level, Romero takes 50% less damage while below 30% health. Although, like Nucking, I think it was Nucking that said, who lets their Romero get down below 50%?
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
but I do like the idea of new tech.
So I instantly have to dismiss the fucking more levels added to existing heroes. When they came out, they were supposed to have no levels at all. And they bullshitted their way through the first set, and they managed to say, well, we'll make them level 5. And now what do? 10?
10, yep. They do say 10 is the max. They will not add any more.
Yeah.
How many levels do we have to our shit now over those 10 stars? What is it, like 20, 30 or some shit?
I don't know. Too many. Too many.
Oh, that'll be the next. So, this is the question that pissed me off the most. What do you find most rewarding? And they're very vague about this question. It's not, what do you think, what bases give you the best rewards? It's what do you find rewarding? And if you ask anybody why they still play War Commander after this bloody many years, it's, I play with friends, I play with my clan. That's the stock answer. Everybody says that. It's not, oh, the game is fun, the game is this, the game is this, the game is whatever. It's, I'm playing with my mates. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I see more to this particular category because the very top two right there divide the community. One is the guy that goes out and just smashes everybody's base. He's tough on PvP, being the aggressor. But then there's the farmer out there that's always complaining about not having a strong enough base to defend with. So those two right there is what makes it really interesting for me, is because they're asking which one, they're going to find out here, which one ranks higher, defense or attacking.
Well, here's the thing. I can answer that with basically the same thing. It depends on your playstyle. For one thing I've always learned with playing particular games like this, it worked the same in Vega, it worked the same in Battle Pirates, and it worked the same in War Commander. You can go one of two ways. You cannot do both. You are either by heart an offensive player and your defense is weak for a time until you are at a point where your offense is good enough you can continue to work on the defense, or you do it the other way around. you work on the defense, and your offensive stuff gets left behind a little bit. And then when your defense is up to a point where you can do whatever, you then go to the offensive play. You cannot do both at the same time, and that's what people don't realize. Both of those are good. They're not bad. Both of them are good. It's why they're ranked so close together. Because there's nothing like smashing a guy's base who's a real pain in the ass, who maybe you've only 2-starred or 1-starred before, and you can catch him when he's off his guard or he's not playing very well, or you're at the top of your game. You go in, you smash his base for 3 stars, or you get the flip side of the coin where somebody's hit you when it's happened to Roy. He's been smashed while he's been gone to the bathroom, come back, and we've laughed at the fucking battle log because the guy, in the 10 minutes that he wasn't sat at his machine, the guy's lost 3 different platoons of shit. And it has happened.
Oh yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed with a lot of my ass off. I had to go back and take another piss.
I know, but that's the thing. When that happens, it's great on both sides. So it's not wrong to think either one is an acceptable option.
You know what I find really funny, and I still to this day, a friend of mine messaged me, goes, "You still playing that damn game? I think I'm going to try it out and see." I told him, "Don't do it. Don't fucking do it." But you play it all the time. I go, I can't picture anybody today, not a fucking soul, starting from level 1, or excuse me, level 2, as they want to call it, and playing this game, even making it past level 5 without getting tired of the grind it would take just to get started. I just can't picture anybody doing it.
No.
Could anybody here picture starting over?
No.
Hell no.
Right from the very beginning, they get you trained on the time that's needed to play the game right away.
Well, with all the knowledge you guys have now, you know the shortcuts and what not to upgrade, what to upgrade, and you still want to do it. So that says a lot in my book.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me right then and there, how is Kickside going to bring new blood into this game?
They're not.
They won't if they don't do something. They have to change their ways of thinking.
They aren't going to bring new blood into this game. There is no way in hell they can.
I see very few rewards for anybody that just starts the game. And as a matter of fact, nothing that really can catch you. You have to already know the game in order to start a new account or something and go through all that. But at the same time when you're playing something, you got to have some success. And at the low levels in this game, there's no way you're going to have that kind of success.
Well, they can't do an event worth of shit. We all know that.
No.
A level 1 through 20, their event is shit. We know this. There's no way they can do an event.
Here's the thing: your event, if you're just starting the game, your event banner doesn't show up until you're level 20.
And even then, let's be honest,
participate.
What do you have at level 20? A bunch of liberators? Maybe a couple sentinels?
Yeah,
just
the very first defense wave, you would get wiped flat.
So you wouldn't get no XP for defense. The little bit you could do in offense, hey, you could do at least the level 5 base.
That's probably all they'd be able to do. And what can you get with 5,000 XP? Nothing.
Oh, 2,500 XP. Or is it 12,000? I don't know. It's something stupid. But the point is, you can do it 4 times, Doc.
Yeah. I guess you grand total of 10,000 XP. The first tier reward and nothing else.
So, yeah. Well, they get detonators. One thing, they get some detonators from the first one.
Oh, boy.
I think it was 5. They were giving out
what's
quite
a
a few
detonator
units.
build? 8 billion thorium?
Yeah, they can't build them for a long time either.
No, they wouldn't. Kickside are going. If Kickside want new blood, come and speak to me. And I put that out as a serious. Come and talk to me. we'll sit down and I will tell you in detail exactly what is required.
They need to back off on the new content and just let us PvP ourselves to death.
You'll need 2 6-packs, maybe a sandwich, and about 6 hours.
Don't
Because
forget
that's
about the
how long
350.
it would take.
Don't forget about the 350. You got to pay
You
the
might-
Loch Ness Monster, goddammit. You need 350.
He needs 350.
That's right.
$3.50.
Yeah, I went back and looked. At first one, I got 5 hammers on that very first hit. Now, for a lower level, that'd be a good thing, but then they still have to be able to build them. So they're
Yeah,
40 million each.
40 million door, which they wouldn't even hold.
So here's the thing. Is there a way for people to bring in new blood? No, not right now.
There isn't.
They get so, and then on top of it, then you got to worry about the assholes during Warpath hitting everything that fucking moves, and everything that moves twice, gets hit twice. So, I mean, honestly, new blood probably already been drained out of this game because there's no way for anybody to catch it. And here comes CC15. By the way, from what I understand,
End of the month.
no. They gave us an ETA. They are shooting to have it released the week before the event. So I do believe, let me double check my numbers here. We're talking
March 13th.
I would say it'd be the 13th.
Oh, son of a bitch.
The 13th, they're talking new CC.
Shit.
And that means, guys, all those upper levels are going to go higher, and all the lower levels are still going to be where they're at.
Yep.
I'm gonna fucking plant the fucking money. I said before Christmas, end of February, beginning of March.
I said February, end of February, so I was wrong. But hey, you know what? I'd rather be a little longer for everybody. Now, here's a couple other questions about that. A lot of people are speculating once again how much resource.
It shouldn't be any more than it currently is.
Yeah, that's what we said last time. Incorrect.
Now, is it confirmed that it's going to be more than it currently is?
They're not saying, refuse to say, won't even hint.
Then it will probably be the same amount that it is now.
Like I said last time, I'm thinking it's going to be 650 million oil and metal. Be
What's the
prepared.
current one?
Not that. I think it's like 550, 500. What was it, guys? I don't remember. It's been so long.
600.
600? I bet you it's going to be 600.
A 50 mil increase is negligible.
That's all I hope it is. Because they can add storage levels to us again. They've done that in the past.
Didn't they do that recently?
Yep. So don't rule nothing out with Kickside. That's one thing I've learned. I do understand they are trying to address some of the upgrade times during for this. So hopefully they took it into Doc's. What Doc was telling them. Lock it down for the max time they are now. Just reduce everything underneath as you add levels.
Uh-huh.
I would hope they do that, Doc, but I seriously fucking doubt it.
Well, I mean, in the conversation that we had with, oh Christ, I've forgotten his fucking name.
Storm Chaser?
Yeah, that's the one. In the conversation that we had with him, he was pretty set on what I said to him. The models worked before, so there's no reason why it shouldn't work again. And they've already done some quality of life stuff on other things to reduce upgrade times overall, which I applauded them for. And if they put this CC out and put a bunch of new stuff with it to give people the assist, it would be prudent to do the same thing.
Well,
to lock the current level as is, and there, just lock it down, and then reduce everything else by a stock amount.
Now, I got through a little birdie that the CC will be changing. It will not just have one turn; it will have two.
That's nice.
So maybe now we can have her shielded something else. And Nut thinks because of that, they will be adding
New levels to the
they'll
stuff.
be adding Thor to the CC upgrade.
I don't see why they would add thorium.
I don't see that why they would add Thor. Even with the adding the turret to it, I don't think that's
Now,
necessary.
Kixeye have gone around this a few times with the thorium, and they've always, at the beginning, they said thorium would make things instantly done, and then they didn't do it, and people complained. So what did they do? They switched it back, and now anything that has thorium in it is a free upgrade.
Yeah, well,
That's why turrets from what level 6 and above that used to have the thorium free upgrade, the 5-second ones, don't have it anymore. They have a minimal, a negligible build time on them now, but that's beside the point. They took that away in order to do something else. So if they put thorium in it, it would be a fuck ton, and it would have to be free, or it would break their ethos. And people would bitch and complain, and they'd be right to do so.
yeah, we'd be right to do so, but like as we found out in the past, sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. Another little birdie told me they were trying to bring out a whole new turret, whether it was going to be a heavy or they were going to bring it out as a new command center. Personally, I think the heavies are okay. Maybe add a couple levels, give some more DPS because the units have a lot more health, but they definitely need to do a new command turret of some type because the Blitz and Storm and Flood suck balls.
Yeah.
So if you're going to give me a turn on top of the CC, make it worth something that actually hurts. I don't even pay attention to what I have in their fucking on their CC, except for the shield. Okay, it's got a blue shield. That's it. Kill the base. Yeah.
It's just another day in paradise.
Well, the game, if they, like I said, I keep saying, if they leave fucking PvP alone, if they left it alone for the last couple changes, this game would still be a lot of fun. Yes, they put the pink bubbles in. People bitch. They removed the pink bubble, so they are kind of listening. They say it was because they changing of the infamy combated the situation they were looking for all along. So that's why they took away the pink bubbles. No, let's be honest. The community was ripping your ass a new one in Discord. Every day I go in there and all I saw was F these pink bubbles. So let's be honest. They took heat on that.
Yeah, they did. They took heat from us. They took heat from the community and basically said, well, fuck it. We're done. And took it away. If there's enough resistance to it, they will change it.
Well, we've proven that.
Look what happened with the Legion. I mean, it's a tough call to go to, but they did it after we nearly burnt down the forum. But that's beside the point.
That was a hell of a night, but
it was a hell of a night. That's the night that, yeah.
Well, somebody mentioned to me, when I did that ban, I got banned, and everybody's like, let's go to forums, let's go to Discord, and I told everybody, don't bother. The situation's very different. In my opinion, the situation right now is there's really nothing in the game to go screaming in forums about aside them keep fucking with PvP. I mean, we have enough content to keep us busy. The game, it's for the most part, I mean, clan-wise, everybody's having a good time working as a team. It's the only reason I think the game still plays. PvE, I mean, they keep throwing new shit at us. They keep us entertained, overwork sometimes. But let's be honest, PvP, if they keep fucking with it, will eventually kill this game. In my mind, the only thing they really need to address is customer service. And yes, I can't send tickets, but I'm still getting people sending me tickets. Happy sent me one the other day. Basically, that person called her an idiot without calling her an idiot. My favorite was the one that literally sent the checklist to clear your cookies, make sure your PC's clean. Can you send me a trace route? All the stuff that and Kickside is just blowing it. I mean, when it comes to customer service, customer service is not free. You paid $50 to get that service. They should be at least give you something worth it.
If you paid, you should go to a Kickstarter employee and not have the trusted player answer the ticket for you.
Agreed. The trusted players should be for everybody, or at least you know what?
Also Joe Blow situation then. But if you paid, then you should get a Kickstarter employee answering your ticket, and that should be it.
You know what they should do? They should take the trusted player, open that up to everybody, and give the kick. And you know what? When they can't actually answer the free tickets, then send them on, and just everybody that's paid their $50 send that straight to Kickside. It would thin the herd. Number one, it would help develop a communication, and maybe develop some players that want to stay. Like a clan member of mine, he's just starting to spend gold. He clicked on free repair. It was kept on taking gold.
It's done that before too, but it's back.
But he just started golden. So here he is. The first time he spent like $10. For him, that's a lot. He's a 17-year-old kid. You know, helps his mother, takes care of his two twin brothers. He works. You know, he's in high school. I mean, the kid doesn't have a ton of money. So for $10, that's a lot of gold for him. But if they're going to take his gold every time he says it's free, why does he want it? Why would he continue spending money? So then I'm like, well, wait, see him burn it. Well, how do I do this? So we told him how. I haven't got the results of what happened, but I can tell you this. If Kickside doesn't at least answer these new players somehow, why would they stay?
Yep.
They got to make a way to bridge the gap between developing new players to the players of nowadays. So that's just my opinion. Does anybody else agree or disagree?
Agree.
Champ, you've been around longer than most of us. Where did Champ go?
What?
Hello?
There he is.
What was the question?
The question is, what do you think? We were talking about customer service or finding new ways to help bridge the gap for the new players that are coming in to make them want to stay. One of the things I thought of was opening trusted players up to the new players and just giving the people that paid $50 straight to the customer service through actual customer service or Kickside. What would you think?
Well, I think if people that paid their $50, they deserve proper customer service from Kickside Direct. This trusted player bullshit. I got in one of those tickets. I didn't read it. I guess I did. I read part of it, and I saw that like halfway through reading through the paragraph was stupid shit response. And so, I don't even send tickets that often. So, I don't know.
Hey, Doc, can you unlock your screen?
Oh shit! Hang on. Done.
I don't know. Whatever. It seems like you guys are trying to solve Kickstar's problem for them.
Well, we're trying to come up with ideas that maybe Kickstarter might listen to. It doesn't mean they're going to listen to. We've proven that many, many times that they do what they use.
I don't know. I don't have any ideas for them. Let them fix their fucking game.
To be honest, we're at a point where support has been around for so fucking long, and this trusted player thing only came in about 18 months ago, if that. Where's it led us, really? It's led Roy to get harassed repeatedly by specific members of their trusted team that now are either still there or not there at all. Because I know for a fact a couple of them that were giving him shit are still there because Kickside won't get rid of them.
Yeah, but the trusted player thing is bullshit, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Pay your $50. You deserve you don't deserve a response from a player. You deserve a response from a Kickside employee. Period.
Agreed. Agreed.
Agreed.
That's what premium support is supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to actually talk to a representative and not dipshit.
Yeah, well, I don't think Kickside's really listening to us about customer service, because the more, I mean, literally, we've had people like Iron Hand. I proofread his tickets many, many times, and he says on there, please do not bother reading this ticket. It is above your pay grade. Please forward it straight to Kickside. What's the asshole try to do? Tries to answer his ticket with the cut and paste answer.
You get dippy cut and paste, yeah.
And on top of it, it said right in the ticket that he cleared his cookies. He just logged in. He wasn't even hit a first base yet, and the first thing it did was he touched the base in DC. So in my mind, okay, you just got in, you just cleared your shit, you just started the damn game, and you're already DC'd, and the first thing that this trusted player is telling you, clear your cookies. It's like, wow, are you that stupid you can't fucking read? But yet, this is what that's premium service. That's what they call premium service.
Oh, God.
Shit service.
If that's premium service, I want my fucking money back.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what is it? They open a ticket, cut and paste, don't even read it, just send it out. My favorite is still when they tell you they redirected it, but it's not redirected. It's either they're too stupid and don't know how to redirect it themselves, or the fact that they don't have a fucking. That we're smart enough to realize that they're just waiting for it to time out, get their gold, and they're happy. We might not be happy, but they're happy.
They don't give a fuck about our happiness.
No.
That's good.
Well, all I want to do is say, let's wrap it up on a positive note. So far, I really do like the event. Everybody, I think, agrees the event is a challenge. It's fun though. I definitely think the defensive lines are right where they belong to be. Defensive waves, excuse me. Overall, in general, I believe on a positive note that right now this event is right where it needs to be. You guys all agree?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, good event. I like the event.
Good event.
I'm happy with event Kickside. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
No, so let's get our shout outs, whatnots, and then we can go back on to killing our shit, or as everybody wants to hear, kill my shit. Devious, your shout out, sir.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody on the panel for showing up, and thanks to everybody in YouTube for being active. Love hearing you guys talking there. I'd like to say thank you to the Kickside team for making this right. There was no bones about it. You came up with the reward on your own, and you executed it. So kudos for that, and the event's going well. I have nothing really else to add to that. So
Okay. Hydra.
Shout out to you, Roy. Shout out to
this girl.
You already know that, Roy.
I had to do it.
One of these days, I'm just going to hear him talk, and then there's just going to be an almighty in the background, and he's just never going to hear from him again.
I can't wait to hear that thump in the back of the head to him because he forgot to say shout out to her.
Me neither.
What about you? Oh, shout out to my girlfriend.
You forgot to give me my shout out. No. All right, Hydra, finish up before we start picking on you some more.
Yeah, I've pretty much done. You guys already said it with a shout out to my girl.
Okay. Champ for president, everybody. Get your votes. Get ready. I'm telling you, this year or upcoming year. I mean,
shout out to
2020.
Kickside. Shout out to Kickside for setting up a pretty good event. I don't know. We didn't rank it. We didn't rank it today, but I'd give it like an 8.76 on the event scale.
Well,
You guys on the panel, shout out to you guys, and shout out to YouTube.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Dispatcher, please give me your shout outs.
Shout out to you guys on the panel. Shout out to the YouTube watchers and commentators. Just throwing my head in there, champ. If you're looking for a vice president, I'd love to be vice president with you.
This coming from the guy that's going to be at the Walmart greeter one day. Get your shit and get the fuck out.
That's right. What are you asking me for? I'm just here to say hi.
That's Wilder.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, change the name to the Grumpy Greeter.
That's it. We'll change it up to the Grumpy Greeter. Okay, continue, Grumpy. I'm sorry. I'm being bad tonight.
No. That's about it. Except go Blues, go Cardinals.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Except it's going to be lightning once again this year.
Calm down, boys.
Shoot the puck.
All right, so we're going to go on to Sandman that I literally dragged in here. I didn't give him no chance to back out this time.
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to you guys. And I give the event about an 8. I mean, it's real good, and I'm ready to kill some more of my shit.
Wow, he wants to kill his own shit. He volunteers. Wow, that's unique.
Christ, we're going to get him on the event show.
Got to have him on here more often, evidently. Bill, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
I'll give my shout out to the lovely YouTube out there. Don't forget, we'll be live Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Devious, I need a new banner that says 8 p.m. Eastern Time instead of 9 p.m. All mine say 9, just to let you know.
Okay.
Once again, shout out to everybody. Go to the page, like, subscribe, kick each other in the ass, have fun. Ooh, excuse me. Remember, everybody, this show is not political. You don't play political. Unfortunately, Mongo was on here for about, a couple minutes, and then he had to go. He's a whole different alliance. I mean, it doesn't matter what alliances you're on. You're more than welcome. So the next time I get a piece, you only have so-and-so. That's not what it is. It's just the so-and-sos are in that time zone they want to be on. You want to get on, you got to go through the right people, which is basically me checking your account, making sure it's not bullshit. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand it over to Doc. Good luck to you all, because I'm sure we're about to get a lecture from hell.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Rip, Doc.
So, lecture for the evening, considering I've been, my appearances on the show are sporadic, and they will be sporadic. I'm a very busy man. My health isn't great, so I have to deal with shit. First of all, don't go spreading fucking rumors about me that come back to me full circle from other people. When I decide that it comes to a point where I don't want to appear on a show, the first person that will know will be Roy, because I will tell him outright, I'm not doing the shows anymore. I'm done. And until that day, keep your fucking mouth shut, or I will shut it for you, personally. That is that, and I'm going to cut that bit there. And your second lecture for the evening, because I've been away, you're going to get 2. When you go into Discord and you're going to have a conversation, keep it fucking classy, to quote a friend of mine. Don't be a dick. Don't run in there running your fucking mouth off like you think you're somebody when you know full well that you're not. And that goes for the parties that would concerned. All of them. I'm not singling anybody out specifically, but those people know who they are. Don't take your personal beef somewhere else. Keep it where it's supposed to be. If it's an in-game problem, you keep it in fucking game. If you develop a personal problem, take it to them personally. Don't sprout the fucking bedroom antics for everybody to fucking see, read, and have a bloody good look at. Because as funny as it is for the first 5 minutes, everybody else has to deal with it. And that's how gossip starts. That's how rumors start. And that's where all this fucking bullshit starts and ends. So put a fucking end to it before somebody else does it for you. And with that being said, I want to thank the panel, all of the guys in YouTube for tonight's lesson. Enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and go fuck yourself. Good night.